So I have The Outlaw Demon Whales by Kim Harrison, and also right here I have White Witch, Black Curse, Living Dead in Dallas. This is the Chronicles of Narnia. I am missing The Magician's Nephew, and this one is the colored edition, so it's different than the other one I have, which is right here. This is all 7 of them, only they're in the order where Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe starts first, and The Magician's Nephew is book 6. So these are the ones in the publication order. Then I have Pride and Prejudice, and this one is the movie cover. The Hobbit, Smith of Wotton Major. This one is illustrated by Pauline Baynes, who also did the Chronicles of Narnia. The Lord of the Rings. And I have another set just because this one is dying. Look at Succubus Blues by Richelle Mead. And also by Richelle Mead is books 2 and 3 in the Vampire Academy series. The other ones are down there below. Books 1 through 5 in the House of Night series. The first 3 Blue Bloods books. Wicked Lovely. And Jane Eyre. This book is very special. This book belonged to my great grandmother, and her name was Sarah, and so that's why it was given to me. And this book is also special not only because it belonged to her, but it's this book was printed during the time of war, and it was very rare to have books during that time because the material made for paper wasn't around as much, so it's very special. Shakespeare. So this is Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth, The Merchant of Venice, Antony and Cleopatra, Hamlet, and Much Ado About Nothing. Another one is Twelfth Night by Shakespeare. This one is just a different version. Silk and Atonement. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. The Scarlet Letter. Alice in Wonderland and The Princess Bride. Here's some 2 more historical. The Kings and Queens of England. This is from the National Portrait Gallery in London. And this is Anne Boleyn by Joanna Denny. I got this at the Tower of London. The Picture of Dorian Gray. Some Star Wars books. These are the first 3 prequels in a novel form for kids, and then these 2 little journals for Padme and Anakin. And I also have the original trilogy in novel form, and then a separate for The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Then I have 2 books from after Return of the Jedi, and I also have 2 books from the Clone Wars. So 2 books about the Clone Wars right here. And then New Moon. The second Ranma, 1/2. The first Ranma. The first Vampire Kisses manga. And the first Vampire Knight, Twilight, The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner, the first 3 Vampire Kisses books, Dragon Ball Z, Volume 1 and 3. These have 3 of the mangas in there. This one's 1 through 3 and then 7 through 9. Another Chronicles of Narnia, but this one is all 7 together. It has the Prince Caspian cover. It also has the Narnia timeline in it. So that's one of the reasons why I got it. And then moving on to Interview with a Vampire, Let the Right One In, Eclipse, A Great and Terrible Beauty, The Historian and Shiver, Tempted, and the 4th Blue Bloods book. The Vampire Lestat, Memoirs of a Geisha, the first Anita Blake book, Les Mis, The Witching Hour by Anne Rice, the sequel to Wicked Lovely, Fragile Eternity, Wuthering Heights, some little Star Wars books, little picture books, some Star Wars comics, a book about Star Wars collectibles, tells you what prices all those things are. The first 2 illustrated movie companions for the Chronicles of Narnia. Star Wars scrapbook. This was given to me as a gift for my birthday. It's called The Legend of Mother Sarah. The visual companions for The Lord of the Rings. Star Wars, The Vault. It's a very big book. Manga version of Romeo and Juliet. The 4th Harry Potter, The Canterbury Tales. The Twilight graphic novel. And Tempted again, only this one is signed. It just says Sarah and their autographs. Spiritbound and Breaking Dawn. And I also have the first Vampire Academy down there. I don't have Blood Promise. And I also have the 1st and 7th Harry Potter. The Magic and Mystery of Vera Ellen. This is by David Soren. And also by him, The Rise and Fall of Horror Films. Some Star Wars comics. Dust coming off of them. The Essential Guide to Characters from Star Wars. I have more books from after Return of the Jedi. More books during the Clone Wars, and also books, an adult version of the movie novel. Excuse me, a novel version of the movie for adults instead of kids. And then I have this, 365 Days Star Wars. Sailor Moon manga. I have Freeway, Super S, 11, and 4. That's my bookshelf. Thanks, everybody.